Hi. Oh, fuck, excuse me. I was at a calzone before this. Hope everyone is having a pleasant, Sunday. Let me just, like, put YouTube on my... I had to pee. Shit. Is the... Please tell me the desktop. No, it's not. Okay. I have to leave... Because I don't trust... OBS to update the chat. One time when I was doing this, it was just like for I want to say 8 million years. It's just not updating me on what the chat was saying at all, so I have to leave it open on a separate window now. So that's great. I'm not sure if it's gonna really work out that well today because I'm gonna start off actually with doing some dailies on my gacha. I know that I said like, oh yeah, I'm gonna be playing Sensei, I like you so much. I am. It's just that I have I slept really poorly. My throat's still a little sore, I think, but yeah, figured I might as well just get those out of the way and then start getting into the main event as some are wont to do. Should be quick though. Hopefully. I play too many gacha games now, and it's really a curse on my life. God, everyone and their fucking grandma. Let me switch to. Is this the right one? I forgot. It is, but for some reason, here we go. Okay, please don't show my fucking actual name, because I know it does that. Okay, it did stop doing that. Awesome. Cool. Alright, so it's gonna be P5X, then, Uma Musume, and then Star Rail, and then we can actually get into the yumeship propaganda. Oh, what I missed today? Fuck. Well, I'm not using, like, the battle pass, or whatever they call it anyways. Give me that juice. Yes, my Bitcoin, my beloved Bitcoin. I'm of repression 2 times, gear forging. Okay, yeah, this is gonna be pretty quick. I actually do need new gear, so this works out great. What are the weaknesses again? Wind, ice, and psychic, okay. No wonder I did that, okay. Okay. Should I just keep this team? This team kind of sucks, though. Whatever. It's just for farming purposes anyways. Is the game too loud? I'm gonna glance over a little bit while I'm talking and then just figure it out as we go, I fucking guess. Cause I got like... well, Schrodinger sensitive ears. Sometimes my ears are fine, and sometimes it's just like, okay, a tactical nuke has been inflicted on your home. And hopefully that won't be the case today. I haven't really done any volume checks this game yet, or with any of the games that I'll be playing today, except for Star Rail, but even then it's been a really long time since I've streamed. Honestly, mainly just haven't been feeling it. I'm trying to take a break from stuff because my brain is trying to do too much, and I just like slow it the fuck down. Granted, I need to reprioritize a little bit because sorry, it's like I said, the fucking shit with the chat not updating. Because like I do have something I need to focus on that I can do work on. Like, I mean, I've mainly trying to been focused on, like, my game development, and, now everyone is busy because it's summer, so I'm just kind of taking a break from it. But I still need to hop back onto working on my visual novel, or not my visual novel. I need to start working on my adventuring cosplay again. And while I was working on it for a while, I think it broke me. Because for some fucking reason, Well, I shouldn't say for some reason. It's just kind of like, maybe it could be that I'm the fucking problem, but basically what happened was that I was trying to... Oh no, okay, give me that. Give me that fucking horse tranquilizer. Fuck me. Fuck my stupid buck life. What was I gonna do? What was I gonna say? Okay, right. So, for those of you that don't really know about sewing, the outfit is 90% bias tape, and by bias tape, I'm talking about all the gold lines on the outside of all the pieces. And I need to make my own bias tape, which is a very long process because you need to make it so all the cuts are very precise and then angled and lined up in a specific way. And it's even worse for the fabric that I'm trying to use because it's a spandex, so it's a stretchy fabric. Bias tape is normally made to make the fabric stretchy. So it'd be like, oh, okay, no, you're using a stretchy fabric already, so you don't really need to do anything that convoluted. Wrong. Because it has to be continuous bias tape, so it's going, like, all the way around, and... Oh god, I don't want to upgrade yours yet. There's so many starving children in my roster that really need their weapon upgraded. Actually, I guess Shiratori is one of them. Fine. I guess you can have your goddamn leveled up rapier. Makoto I got on accident. I was trying to get Shizuko and then Makoto just showed up and I'm like, okay. Alright, Psycho. I do think it's really funny that they gave Yusuke and Akira, I'll always be Akira Kurusu in my heart, that they gave them the special skins but just completely ignored it for everyone else. Like, okay, alright. I think it would be really fun to have On's Persona Dancing All Night skin, but okay. Oh yeah, my login bonus. Gonna just snap that. And that is one feather in our cap. I promise. I want to get to the propaganda more than anyone here, I promise you. But I have responsibilities. Let's go through door number 2. Ah shit, I gotta move my fucking horse, sorry. Wait, shit. Horse. I'm gonna try to make this as quick as possible. The thing that sucks about horse dailies is that there's like 8 of them, and one of them is like the career mode, which takes fucking forever. God, I'll try to do Air Groove, and I'm trying not to be overly invested in these runs either, because, like, you know, if I do that, it's a little bit, it becomes a time sink. Excuse me. Could probably optimize that, but I don't really give a shit. I'm more just trying right now to grind for stamina. I have enough speed sparks. I need stamina sparks. I'm just gonna fucking skip through everything. Please, just get me the fuck out of here. I have yumeship propaganda to spill to the World Wide Web. Let's see. I'm gonna try to... Is there even such a thing as speedrunning Umamusume dailies? Because I feel like there should be, but I also feel like there isn't, and it's... Because it's just, like, so much shit you gotta do. Jesus fucking Christ. And you have to put thought into it and everything. This might be a me issue, because I love stat management games, and that's really the only reason why I play horse. I don't give a fuck about like 80% of the anime girls, and I'm gonna actually You know what? Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe I am over dramatizing how much I need to do. I think I might just need to win one race, and I think I'll be okay. I really, really, really want to get to my fucking propaganda. God, I fucking love Quaterine so much. It's so stupid. When your basic core premise of a ship is marriage fraud, it's hard not to be like, fucking. Oh, it's such a. I like having fun, and I'm trying to have more fun when it comes to conceptualizing ideas, and they have been a very strong start for me on that. Because I am such a perfectionist. I can be such a perfectionist with everything. That's kind of why it takes me so long to do videos sometimes, is that it's just like I don't want anyone to, like, I say a lot, and I really do mean it, that people are welcome to correct me and tell me if I'm wrong, or they think I misinterpreted something, or I just flat out remembered something incorrectly. But I still don't want people to do that. I don't want to put myself in a position where it's like, well, yeah, they had to do that. Um, Obviously, I'm not mad at anyone except for myself, but it's just like, I need to get over that. I really do. And it's because I take everything so seriously, but, you know, baby steps. One at a time. Excuse me. Come on, let me in. I don't really... I usually save points for skills, and I'm probably gonna hop back on this when I'm not fucking streaming, but... Yeah. She's a pace chaser. I'm trying to, like, mentally remember what fucking position everyone is in, and I'm always wrong. Because, like, that's how the best way to optimize the support cards, I'm pretty sure. But I am bad at that. Because it doesn't help that 95% of my support cards are for, like, late chasers and end closers. And it's just like, but most of what I have in terms of characters are pace chasers. So it's just like, it sucks. I didn't see the, let's see the next up. When racing career. Okay. I have to, fuck, I do have to complete a career playthrough. Now I'm in a bit of a pickle. Because I think that this is going to take way too long for my attention span, at least. How long have we been screaming? It's been 15 fucking minutes. Yeah, I can't play horse for this long. Star Rail, however... I can play Always and Forever. Oh, fuck. I keep forgetting that the shit just opens on the wrong tab a lot of the time. Okay, so Star Rail. Excuse me. It's gonna be our last adventure. And then we will play gay people. They'll bring you into the bus. Okay. I did kind of start getting into gardening recently, and that's been interesting. My neighbor first gave me a starter for hyacinth beans and kale, and that kale just wilted in like 2 weeks. I'm really bad at taking care of plants, but I'm trying to be better about that too. Especially since I have a apartment that like doesn't inhale city dust every 2 seconds, so I actually have room to do. Excuse me, I have room to do that now. Oh god, why isn't Kafka like a? We know Kafka's coming in the rerun. Why the fuck isn't she an option for? Whatever. Let's borrow my friend's Kafka. My friend's Kafka Metamorphosis, even. And then just... Yeah, good enough. first I was like, okay, yeah, awesome. I don't really need to pull anyone, um, because I don't really give a shit about Hycillans and Ceridra. Don't give a shit about Fate. I like Firefly and the Stellaron Hunters, but not enough to pull them, if that makes sense. Um, I have a bad feeling I'm gonna end up liking Hycillans and try to get her on rerun though, because I do love the ocean, and I feel like a lot of my friends would be very worried for me if there was an ocean-themed character in Star Rail and I didn't fucking touch them. But that's just the life that I'm living right now. I'm also like I'm also very confident Aventuring's gonna be rerun very soon, so I'm like, oh god, I need to get that E6. I need to get that E6. I have such dog shit luck. I keep. The most infuriating thing about my luck lately is that it's been really, really good in every gacha game except Star Rail. Like, I got Yusuke in Persona 5X really quickly. I have pulled more SSR support cards in Uma Musume than I can count. I haven't leveled them, but I do have them because I have too many of them, so I don't have the fucking... And also I'm trying to, you know, raise the potential level of my horses. But Star Rail just wants me to go fuck myself. Okay, I think I need to do one more run of this to get all of my dailies done. Alright. And we can play Fortnite and draw all day. Hello? Team comp. Because the next is literally just sitting there. I forgot he was on my team until I looked up at the turn order. And it's like, oh yeah, fuck. There is a nerd in this house. I forgot. God, if I'm not responding to chat, by the way, it's because fucking... I'm gonna glance over every now and again at the browser to just make sure that I'm not getting fucked. Okay. Relax, etc., etc. It has been... God, Friday at work was really fucking funny because I was just like, this is the one day where I have like the utmost confidence that I will have absolutely fucking nothing to do. And I was literally just playing Sensei, I Love You So Much all day. Like, I was just completely locked into my yumeship delusional bullshit for like a good couple of hours. I have started writing a video on it. I do want to make one about it because it has just elicited so much joy that I feel like I need to talk about it. I guess it's like it's hard to call it a review because it is definitely more just me yapping, and I am trying to like tailor it to be... I'm just gonna do one more because I need these materials anyways. It's how do I say this? It's hard to review something and like look at... oh hey, an axe. And to look at something critically when it's... I've said this before, like, I don't think I've said it in public, but I've definitely thought it to myself a lot of the time, where it's really important, if you're going to go out of your way to analyze something, you either have to have looked at that thing for an extremely long period of time, or you have to feel neutral about it in order to make what I would consider an accurate assessment of the quality of something. I usually prefer to go with option B. Like, just have it so I look at something, I'm like, oh, it's just okay. But it's... It's difficult because I mainly want to look at it. Well, I want to look at it's hard. It's a really hard game to talk about in terms of like trying to be critical about it because it's like obviously made so much with the intent of just being like super self-indulgent and people having a lot of fun with it and not so much about like it trying to make a statement or anything like that. But the problem is, well, one of the problems are that I picked up and like put this game on my radar to begin with because I wanted to make a game that had a very similar gameplay loop, and I want to see if I could learn from it and try to make it so my own bullshit is like sort of learning from the mistakes of it. But the thing with the mistakes of it is that they're very easy to overlook and dismiss because it's it's like it's for fun. It's like so fun that it's really easy to overlook the flaws because there's a lot of flaws with the game design. Like I think that it's a very poorly designed game in some aspects. I wouldn't say overwhelmingly, but there's definitely some aspects where it's just like, did you even fucking try on this, bro? Okay. Is it cutting appropriately? Okay. It seems like it is. God, I could make another character. I could make Mortimer and try to do a playthrough with them, but then I would load the game that I'm on right now, but the problem is that I'm like almost done with it. So I'm kind of like I should probably just okay, we need a real name. I guess I mainly just use the default before. Let's see. The plot and conflict surrounding the fandom community in the game are crafted for dramatic effect and may differ from real-world fandom communities or may not align with your personal expectations. CP CP content is for fun and may not match your views. Use tags and filters as needed. If you find yourself entirely unable to accept depictions of your character OOC or out of character, please activate the text blocking mode or close the game. Which is a very funny way to start it off, but, you know, it's inevitable, these things. I love Quaterine. By Quaterine, I mean Aventurine and Koi. Every time I open the game called Honkai Star Rail, I can't help but immerse myself in their story. Though just a game, this world feels as real as existence itself to me. I'm writing a story of Aventurine and Koi. I'd like to see the endless possibilities in various AUs, and thus I became a fanfic author, like hentai artist. By the way, the fucking translation for this game is extremely terrible, and I remember seeing a review saying that it's extremely immersion breaking, which I agree with because you're supposed to be this extremely talented fanfic author that a lot of people really like, and it's really hard to believe that if you know that the writing is bad. I feel like I've talked about this a little bit with my long video about how if you're going to make someone talented, well, I'm pretty sure a ton of people have talked about this already, but if you're going to make someone talented in something, you have to be able to show that in the work, or else it's just like it just feels wrong. Like narratively, it just feels wrong. I mean, not exactly, at least. These are two different things. A fanfic author is at first a fangirl or a fanboy. They're someone who dedicates their life to their loved characters. They have fun by connecting usually two characters, or more finely selected characters with text or manga to unfold romantic or platonic relationships. That's what we do. Right, Fafnir? Hold on. How is that question supposed to be for me? I was only checking. No, please don't take me as a fanboy. I thought they exist online only. There's no way anyone can see one on campus IRL. No way. Having no interest in whatsoever in the humans on screen, never having bought merches, followed offline events, purchased goods, or attended signings. I've been enjoying a real-world life all 20 years of my life. Like, it's... The fucking translation's so bad. Like, the phrasing is just, like, all weird, and the slang that's inputted in this is extremely ham-fisted feeling. but it's just yeah, hilariously, I feel like problems with critiquing this game come from, like, it's like kicking a puppy that isn't even down, like just a guy that's trying his best. It's a really weird way to phrase it, but I hope you get what I mean. That's it. My next lecture is coming up. See ya. Well, you heard what he said. Yeah, nothing but idol chasing. Yeah. Wait, is that? That looks like a hard drive. Did Fafnir drop this here? Maybe. We can ask him. Anyone know where Fafnir's next lecture is? Fafnir doesn't have that many friends around. I don't think anyone will know. Did Fafnir drop this? I'll take the same lecture in a bit. Let me take this to him. Us? Are you willing to go with me again, Cordelia? How convenient that you guys got the same schedule. Thank you. It sure is. The two of us have, like, the exact same schedule. Why didn't you repeat that? Somebody shoot me. No, don't. I'd like to survive the day. Shooting me in the head would still do me a favor, though. Getting asked about Fangirls face to face. See, this is realistic. Every time any fucking work environment asks me, like, so what do you like? What are your favorite things? I'm just like, don't worry about it. Fafnir, right? I'm Cordelia. I recognize you from our lectures. Ugh. Here comes more IRL friends. Nah, I'm good at being an IRL enjoyer. Yeah, what the fuck does that mean? Ahoy, howdy. That's how an IRL enjoyer speaks, right? It's stuffed here. Yeah, what you gotta expect from a downtown attraction. This is like the levels of joy that were forced onto my face. This was like one of the first things I saw. I'm just like, ah! There they are. It's Quicherine. Seeing them side by side gives me that warm feeling. Avi and Koi from Honkai Star Rail, seeing you together is about to be the best thing that has ever happened to me this summer. To me, the relationship between Avi and Koi is... Oh. Hold on. I know I've played this before, but I'm still kind of curious, because I've done Intense, so I didn't see that Customize was an option. Oh, okay, I see what this is. It's like... Because after this, Cordelia, like, quotes a fan fiction from you, and you can, like, write the quotes that she's saying. I see. That's actually kind of cool. I like that. God, excuse me, but I don't think I'm gonna do that. I think I'm just gonna do, I don't want to do sad stuck. I'll just do tender. Because their relationship is not particularly sad. I do feel like intense is the most accurate descriptor, but I already did that, and it is, there's some, I couldn't read it on stream. It would fluster me too much. Because their relationship is very much just built on, like, fucking with everyone around them. Like, they're just like individually, they're already EMPs, but together they're like a fucking nuke to anyone around them because they, like, come up with schemes together and just love fucking with people. But also kind of have that feeling of needing to be perfect on the outside when it comes to, like, professionalism and, like, their celebrity status and stuff, because they're both celebrities in their own right. I'll still never get over Aventurine being a goddamn TikTok dancer. But, I rest my case. I think you kind of fancy Quicherine, right? Oh! You know, I've been looking for the one that dropped this hard drive. My hard drive? When did I drop it? If I drop my external drive, I think I would lobotomize myself. Like even if it wasn't just in public, like even if no one found it or looked through it. Granted, let's be. It's probably a flash drive. This is probably just a mistranslation thing, because there's a lot of things that are very obviously mistranslations here. But who, if they get a flash drive, their first thought is, let me look through it. Like, it just doesn't make any fucking sense. Why is she looking through? What a fucking psycho. I checked its content to make sure it's yours. What the fuck? Like, if you don't know who it is, just like leave it in the room where you found it and wait for them to come back. I go, Jesus fucking Christ, this thing carries all I've got. There's no use denying it anymore. Yeah, that's mine. Did you write all of that? Those fanfics? Dunno. I must have downloaded those somewhere by accident. Those fanfics. Does she mean? Please, no. I see. Those were in the lecture notes folder, so I thought I'd check to know who this drive belongs to. I didn't expect it to be a bunch of Quaterine fanfics. Those were awesome. That's the kind of literature this world deserves. I had this feeling all of a sudden. I was totally infatuated and went on reading all day long. I searched everywhere but couldn't find anything like it though. Yeah, all right. I was thinking about asking for the author. Do you know where I can see more of her work? Dunno. I honestly can't remember where I downloaded these. I kind of scrolled around and left it there. Aw, for real? That's a shame. I've already read what's there like a million times. I think I can recite them by this point. The storytelling was master class. I love the part that goes like, Koi gazed tenderly at Avi, softly parted rosy lips, exhaling orchid-scented breath. What? Hold on, what the fuck does that mean? Orchid-scented breath. Hold the fuck on. I needed to sip on my water. My throat is already a little scratchy. Orchid scented breath. Whoa, let's hold it right here. Aventurine, because I put his nickname as what I call him, but I fucked up and now it's what everyone calls him, so I'm just leaving it. Aventurine was tender as water, like a spring breeze gently caressing. He softly bit Koi's lips. Cordelia recites away. Passerbys look at the two of us in astonishment. Oh. Yup. That's my work Cordelia's broadcasting to the entire city. Koichering fanfics directed and written by me. Out of all the reasons in the world, I finished those and buried them in my hard drive without publishing them anywhere. But now... Please stop. This is like having my twisted dream shown to the entire world butt naked. Or you can say it's like prepping myself for a public execution. Koi let out a soft moan, lightly pounded with dainty fists, making kitten legs. Stop, I beg of you. Okay, cool. This part is still in there. I'm sorry, I wrote that. I'll be frank, I'm Fafnir VT, so can we stop, please? Oh dear me. This is the point where I'll have to escape the planet. Don't twist your face like that. I'm no demon. Your being a fanfic author and writing about Quaterine will remain a secret with me. Are you promising to keep the secret? Yeah, on one condition. Condition? That is, you must publish your work and have more people enjoy it. This is quite a masterpiece. Folks will kill for it. I'm nobody to force a decision on you, though, but won't you even consider this? I would, but I'm not good enough. I can't afford haters. Nobody loves these anyway. I'm not gonna lie, this part got to me. And I feel like this game is objectively not great, but like, fucking this part was just like, ugh, no, that's so real. Nobody loves these anyway. This one's kind of hard to refute. Dog, please do. Fafnir VT Sensei. Ugh. I am absolutely in love with your stories, and I believe they deserve a more public appearance than your hard drive. I want to see it posted, and I'll gladly read it all over again from there. I'll write sincere comments and tell you precisely how I feel. I do think it's so funny how over dramatized fandom is in this fucking game sometimes. Comment. This bitch has no idea what a comment is. The hard drive might be a safe space, but it's true. Nobody will ever comment on my work, which is what I had been longing for all along. I know this won't strike that much interest, but for the sake of me and me alone, please keep up the story. I'd like to see more of your work. There will be more and more fans like me. Excuse me. I I might give it a try. You'll write a comment for real, right? Of course. I'm your first reader. New contact Rippleboat. Since it's the first piece, I'll write whatever I like the best. Um, One morning, okay, become an animal? Or Avi, don't run on the bed. This seems pretty goofy. Okay. Alright, this one it is. Hey, well, Cordelia, to know if I should get started with this. I've been tossing things in my hard drive for too long. I don't actually know how I can publish something. On me, then. Unlike you, I've never stopped being around active grounds all these years. Trending platforms, posting tactics, I'm your one to go to. Let me show you how. All you gotta do is click on this icon, and this, and then here, press post. She's fucking grandma walking her through this shit. Is there no content moderation? We don't need that annoying stuff here. That's what I like to hear. Avi, don't run on the bed. Avi, my laptop. Hey, Avi, why are you pooping on the balcony again? Koi wiped the sweat off his forehead and somewhat apologetically looked up at the guest by the door. The cat just knocked over the laptop, so things are a bit messy. Come on in first. With the sound of a meowing kitten, Avi said with exasperation, Koi, are you doing this on purpose? You bring the farting, pooping monkey into your house on purpose? It wasn't that funny. It's a little goofy, though. I do find the fanfics, even if out of character a lot of the time, like, weirdly very enjoyable. Poor views, pretty much as expected. Y'all sleeping on this one. Koichirine fans. Nobody wants my Koichirine fanfic anyway. I should have kept my work in the hard drive. Don't put it like that. If you're looking for a broader audience, you need to optimize your tags. Your preferred tags and trending tags will both win you more readers. But where can I find tags of this kind? I've got an idea. Excuse me. Trying to do like a softer female voice, makes my voice crack real bad. I've got an idea. This might give you some inspiration, at least as a reader myself. I'd like to know what goes on there. That makes a magical place then. Take me there tomorrow. Sure, catch you at the campus gate. And you get shimejis. I love that you get shimejis. I do think that it's odd that they don't interact with each other. I think you need to beat him to death more over the head. Oh, that's cute! It's like they're doing a little duet together. God, I love having, like, AMVs of my bitches always rotating in my head. I would love, I do love in my skull to think about, like, what is that? Fucking... just barely dodged it. I like to think about, like, you know, I think everyone likes to think about their ship being, like, the most popular thing in the world. I like to think about mine being really popular and having them sort of do one of those like holographic Miku concerts where they dance together on stage. I do. Fucking Koi's probably not a great dancer, but I mean, Aventurine definitely is, and he's definitely taught him a lot. And he's just like, bitch, keep up, and he's like, I'm fucking trying. You're just too good at this. After a calm night of sleep, I feel much better. I can perform better during the day. Speaking of which, I should be off for an inspiration hunt with Cordelia. Gotta go campus first. Recently, stories around this topic seem especially popular across campus. Is this why Cordelia appointed this place as her hunting ground? Okay, I'm gonna go with a very different strategy than I did when I initially played this. When I played this, I did a bunch of hopping around, and I actually feel like the best strategy is to hyper focus on like a couple of tags, and then just only take commissions for those tags, and occasionally break out and try to do trending tags. It's supposed to be part of the lively crowd too. If I want to see the next Koi Train story on campus, I don't think lively is quite the word for this pair. Sounds kind of off. That's objectively wrong. Oh my god. They're crazy. They make tabloid scandals for fun. they pretend to break up to fuck with people. Like, you see, like, the on-again, off-again thing. Like, no, they just do it because it's like, hey, Adventuring, my latest movie doesn't seem like it's gonna do that hot. Can we, like, want to do a scandal together? And it's just like, yeah, sure, I'm bored enough. They suck so bad. They're just, like, objectively bad people. True, that word does sound like something a boomer would use. It's like commenting on these two like a bystander, which might... Don't call me old! I like lively's a fine word. Whatever. It's like commenting on these two like a bystander, which might make it seem weird when writing intimate plot lines. Yes, that's how it feels. I wonder how you understood this feeling so well. You might as well take the quill. As your first reader, all I can write are comments. What'll happen between Avi and Koi on campus? Fluff or angst both seem to fit. Is this what you call campus charm? Somebody's generating ideas. Nice. We're onto something. I'll write those down right now. Jarvis, write down these ideas. I don't know if Idiots in Love or Absurd is the better one. Reunion is objectively very fitting. Because the whole thing with them is that, like, Koi helped eventually when he was Kakavisha, and Jade had the whole thing of, like, yeah, everyone's dead. And, he escaped. He was fine, and, eventually just never heard about that. Let's just go with Absurd for 500, though. Like, like I said, the best thing about this is that, oh, Haraki disease! Yes, I love this stupid fucking trope! What was I gonna say? Yeah, the thing about this game and how OOC it tends to be a lot of the time actually makes me more willing to sort of allow myself to be bad, because it's like, well, this is being praised in game as like amazing fan fiction, and it's like, I'm not gonna lie, some of the fanfics in this are legitimately really fucking good, but like as a generalization, they're like very mid, as one would probably expect. That's a good start for a campus-related plot. I gotta head back and write that down. We've still got lectures. We might as well do something else here. Your well-being is equally important. I want money. Fuck. Excuse me. During group discussions. Yeah. The fucking drabbles on that doesn't fucking matter. Let's just write this shit. In Koi's mouth, flowers suddenly couldn't help but bloom. Oh God, I didn't replace it last time, but I feel like I should. This game has a bug where if you have a space in your response, then it just does not save your response and does not reflect that in the drabble. So I have to think of something that's really funny. I don't know, fuck it. Okay, I got it. Orbeez. Let's go. When he spoke, Orbeez would leak out. When he coughed, Orbeez leaked. Even when he sneezed, Orbeez came out. Soon, Koi was piled high with Orbeez, and he himself became like a walking Orbeez machine, spraying it everywhere as he walked down the street. The excessive overflow of Orbeez seriously affected Koi's life, so he went to a doctor. The doctor's answer was simple: the cause of Orbeez discharge. I hate that phrase. That is gross as fuck. Oh my god, the cost of Orbeez discharge is unrequited love, and it can only be cured by a sincere kiss from the person you like. The person he likes. Who could it be for Koi? Certainly not Avi. Could it be Avi? Something that is nice and refreshing about Koi Shireen is that they don't really like. There was never like a do I like him? It's like, oh yeah, fuck, of course I do. There, like, I think there was definitely like an absence of realizing that when they were like first together, like when when Koi was still taking care of Kakabasha, like there was definitely like not even thinking about that before. But that's because they both like were just like, I'm too depressed to think about romantic shit right now. And then when they stop being depressed, well, as depressed in Aventure's case, it's like, okay, no, yeah, let's do something. Let's be psychos together. Let's be two jokers. They're just called two jokers. The person he likes, who could it be for Koi? Koi looked at Aventurine but didn't know what to say. What could he say? I like you? You should try liking me too to save my life? Honestly, Koi's pride wouldn't allow him to say such things, so he just smiled nonchalantly, lowered, okay, cool, bug, his head under Aventurine's gaze, and gave a light cough, but what came out was a Orbeez. This time, the Orbeez seemed unusually large. It got stuck in Koi's throat, choking him until his face flushed and he was gasping for air, nearly coughing his lungs out, yet the Orbeez in his throat showed no sign of loosening. This is really bad imagery. Maybe I should have just let it stay flowers. There was no one else present except Aventurine. Seeing that Koi was about to choke on his own Orbeez, Aventurine clenched his teeth, steeled his resolve, leaned down, and kissed Koi on the lips. After a moment, Avi made a pop sound as he spat out the Orbeez from his mouth. That's so gross. Meanwhile, Koi's face had turned red as the Orbeez he spat out. Anything you want to say? Orbeez tastes pretty good. Not anymore. Oh god, I really like that one. That was actually pretty in character. I feel like I should give this an IC metric out of 10. Every time one of these fics gets finished, I would give that one a 7.5 out of 10 for how in character it is. I'm not saying if the fics are good or bad because, like I said, most of them are generally pretty mid, but that one is like, in terms of being in character, I'll give it like a 7.5. Cordelia, see the campus AU I posted? Hush, I haven't gone through it a fourth time yet. Please continue. I look forward to your comment. Ah, that was magnificent. I couldn't ask... Oh, my dishes are clean. It's gonna beep one more time a little bit later. Don't worry about it. Ah, that was magnificent. I couldn't ask for anything more. That unique freshness of college students seemed to fit this story right on. One can say campus settings have been the trend these days. One day in, and there's already a ton of views and comments. Excuse me. To each their own, but trends do come and go at will. That's up to nobody to control. I'm so happy to see this. And yeah, I got PM some commission as well. Whoa, no way. Am I good enough as a contract writer now? Yes! The fucking RNG is fucking... I think that might be scripted, actually. Whatever. I'd rather say it's their pleasure and honor to have commissioned Fafnir VT Sensei. I know what a fucking fic commission is. I don't understand how to do them. And I'm too scared to do them because I really only want fics about my OCs, and you can't just like describe your OC to someone and trust that they'll write them correctly. It's harder for me to imagine being self-indulgent with like writing than it is with art usually. Granted, this game is definitely the exception, but generally speaking, yeah, this commissioner's looking for some celebrity work. Hug me. I like to see that as your reader as well. If you're looking for celebrity material, then there's one place you can't work around. It's absolute cinema. Put things on screen, blow up their action, make things persuasive. Cinema it is then. That's not an official due date, but we should still move accordingly. The cinema should be closed by this point. Let's go tomorrow. Us? Us? Are you willing to go with me again? Having someone to talk to during an inspiration hunt can make things go a lot smoother. I mean, if you take me as a hassle, then of course not. I'd be thrilled if you're down. Going to a movie with an actual friend from school, wow, how much I've changed. Absolute cinema. Here we are. Tomorrow. Tomorrow. The Rizzler. Right, I probably should have said what kind of celebrity. Koi is a famous actor in the Honkai Star Rail Yumeship cinematic universe. I have had a track record in the past of doing Yume ships where I'm making Mary stews or Gary stews. I think everyone has done that when they were a youngin' trying to make OCs, and there's definitely nothing wrong with that. But I am definitely, as an old man, finding it more interesting to make characters that suck. Most of my characters are bad, not just like Yume ship or anything, or like fandom OCs. It's just like my OCs are like the cast of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia. Like they're none of them are good people. Except for like maybe 5. I can count how many good people I have are on like one fucking hand. Whoa, this place is huge. God, I don't know if I'm sick or not. It would be hilariously ironic if I was, because I was supposed to have a flu shot yesterday, and I completely slept through the fucking... I completely slept through the time that was supposed to happen. Mordau Cinema has the largest auditorium in town. It can hold 1,000 people at a time. I'd like to see 1,000 people in the same hall someday. Let's take a pick for the day. What do you want to watch? What's on now? This one is about college entrepreneurs later becoming sour foes. Sounds like it adapted a good number of true stories. Or this melodrama. 2 lovebirds get turned into Thanksgiving turkeys. That's kind of... Isn't there... Wasn't that, like, legitimately a good movie, though? Or, like, people enjoyed it? Like, it was, like, Eli Roth's Thanksgiving or something like that. This is gonna drive me insane. I know that we're streaming here and celebrating my insane Yume ship. But I've gotta look this up. Because I remember seeing it. I'm like, this looks like the dumbest shit I've seen in my life. And then everyone was like, no, it's actually really fucking funny. Like, okay, I don't know if I trust them anymore. Because apparently fucking Addison Rae of TikTok fame was in it. We live in a really interesting media landscape these days. Is there anything that's more towards the typical side? What about this one? Adapted from an esports online literary work. This is supposed to be for its final match, a head-turning return after 2 decades. My grandma used to hang around this circle. That's okay. That's a really big thing that bothers me about this game, is that your grandma is like a fucking old fucking fandom mom or whatever the hell you'd call it. And I really, really, really hate that. Because, like, well, being perfectly honest, my mom is also a fanfic author. But we don't discuss those things amongst each other. That's some shame hidden for ourselves. I do think this one's really funny. Give me that. Hey, I've got something. All we need to do is head back, write things out, and hand in. How many times did fucking dishwasher beep? Okay, I've got a ton of ideas. To keep things organized, I mark the trending ones in red and the quest ones in purple. You can tap on the tags to expand them. Okay. While we're here, let's fucking morb out. Let's compose PR Manager Simulator. I think that this one is... Okay, let me just... I'm having a hard time balancing between just I'm just doing a lot of game designer talk right now, and I can't really help it because I'm trying to like I said, I'm trying to analyze this because like I had a game I wanted to do that had like a really similar gameplay loop, but easily one of my favorite things about these games are these long fics because it's a choose your own adventure stat management type thing with, oh my god, look at how many endings you can get. Like these are like the places where this fucking game shines. Like I fucking love this stuff. You're a manager, and your task is to ensure that Aventurine maintains a good and proper image in the public eye. No, it's more important for Koi. I'm gonna say, I always switch to Koi on this because it just makes more sense. No accidents, no disputes, no scandals. You're a dedicated manager, and on the first day, you learn that you will be handling Koi's PR work. You immediately begin investigating all of his social connections, dark history, and potential PR crisis incidents. Koi is currently single, however, it's worth noting that Koi seems to be getting quite close to a star called Avi, or Aventurine. But what do you think is the most noteworthy? You can also save your drafts if you realize that you didn't really like what was happening. So you can just, like, basically be like, oh, fuck, let me redo this. What do you think is most noteworthy? Building trust with Koi. On your first day, you went to talk to Koi. He seemed cooperative, but your intuition told you that he was holding back on personal matters. That's normal, though, since you just met. You decided to gain his trust so that you learn about risks in advance and prevent PR disasters before they happen. My trust level is... I can't tell if this is a bug or not. My trust level is 60. Today there was a cocktail party. You brought a makeup artist to do Koi's makeup. Right after you came back from the restroom, you found Koi seemingly arguing with someone. This was rare. Koi usually has a good temper. You seldom see him argue with others. You looked across, it was Aventurine. Under the media's cameras, both wore frosty expressions with no trace of smiles in their eyes. The reporters were already swarming in. Your heart tightens. This was bad. Your heart tightens. You decided, I'm gonna push them into the fucking tower. I think it's so funny. You had a quick wit and pushed Aventurine to the nearby champagne tower. Violence tag earned. In that instant, Aventurine's gaze at you was complex. 3 parts shock, 3 parts anger, 3 parts panic, 1 part shame. Finally, he fell heavily into the champagne tower. No confusion? I guess shock counts, whatever, sure. Koi immediately rushed over, looking extremely anxious. This was normal. Anyone would be anxious seeing this. The media scrambled to rescue the drenched Aventurine from the champagne tower. Like, the fact that this was an option at all is so fucking how is comedy? How is fucking humor not added to the whatever? Silly. Alas, I stay silly. He looked terrible, completely disheveled. He's always been proper in front of cameras. This is your first time seeing him like this. Meanwhile, Koi nearby didn't even know where to look. You quietly left the scene, your deed unknown. Unfortunately, yesterday's incident was still caught by a tabloid entertainment magazine. There's no helping it. From that photo, Koi and Aventurine really did look like they were arguing. Maybe they were indeed arguing. You decide to buy internet trolls to steer public opinion. Which direction do you choose to steer? He has a question. Pointing. Fucking gay. In for a penny, in for a pound. You simply hype that Koi has a crush on Aventurine. Soon, Koi storms in furiously. What is this? You put the photo of them talking yesterday on the table and counter. Then what were you talking about? Koi falls silent again. During a Q&A, the host suddenly asks, rumor has it you and Aventurine have a special relationship? The room falls silent. Your heart races. This wasn't in the script. You quickly cut in before Koi can speak. Just let the man speak. My relationship with Avi is normal. We're good colleagues. He seems to answer well until he slips. That's it. So, Avi told me yesterday. Your mistake for expecting better. And today was peaceful with nothing happening. What do you do? Let's chat with Koi. Perfect. Koi wants to discuss taking a leave. Turn a blind eye? Koi thinks you're reliable. Koi posted some casual photos, doing well, but something feels off. You realize a cup in a cup in the photo appeared on Aventurine's desk before. Luckily, it's a common design, but shippers are already speculating. I hate how real this is. How conspiracy theorists people go over like one little thing, like, oh, they use the same fucking coffee mugs, so they gotta be gay. They gotta be fucking because the same. Gotta be fucking because from the same mug they be sucking. Was that anything? I feel like that was such fucking word salad. Let's create a shipper account to start the pot. Without telling Koi, you create a shipper account and start posting analysis. You overdo it and the post becomes ridiculous drawing mockery. But it attracts fans to Koi and Koichurine. Today is peaceful with nothing happening. Let's browse the forums. You open the forum to check recent trends. Fans are debating who's the top between Koi and Aventurine. That's always a big question. Let's just say it's Aventurine. You spam aggressively. Avi is the top. Aventurine got into an accident. The cause is a car accident after an event resulting in a fracture. Koi didn't witness the accident but seems uneasy, more like extremely agitated upon hearing the news. He asked for leave, but he has a pre-scheduled sponsor event to attend. Fucking, I never want to say no to this. This part seems like such a dick thing to say no to. Even if I'm experimenting and trying to see what happens. Fucking, what is it? 5 different endings? Jesus cheeses. You approve and promise to cover for him with the boss. He looks deeply grateful. A KPI is now in the... I don't know what KPI is supposed to mean, but I don't really care. Early in the morning, you're awakened by a call. Koi liked Avi's 3-year-old post. You can't take it anymore. Shippers are celebrating. Solo fans are damage controlling. Koi explains, it was an accident. You snap. Why use your main account? What happens now? I think I want to post the hack account notice. Let me see if PR releases a statement claiming 3 hackers logged in. One had a crush on Adventure and hacked the post. The absurd notice became a meme template. I want to see if I can, like... I want to load the draft. Because I want to see if, like... anything changes these stats. Oh, shit. What? Can you guys still... OBS just had a fucking meltdown for a millisecond according to Windows, but it looked fine to me. Oh, fuck. Where did my stats go? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing. I was like, I beg your fucking pardon, but do you like other pop color? Let me just the hype dies down. I liked that first one. I liked being made a mockery of because it's like, oh no, we've been hacked. Joe Biden, the cyber sex, etc. PR releases a statement claiming 3 hackers logged in. One had a crush on Abby and liked the post. The absurd meme. Yeah, I got that one is good. That one's the only one that gives you an extra tag. Okay, yeah. Koi looks strange. He's fully disguised with sunglasses like he's heading to a public place. You repeatedly warn him not to go to public places. He swears he's just buying bread downstairs. You check the calendar. It's Valentine's Day. Do you know what'll happen if you're spotted today? I won't be... They won't know. You decide to follow him. You can't shake your unease and end up tailing him. Sure enough, he meets with someone. The other person is also wearing glasses, making them hard to identify. You decide... Expose him now! You immediately confront him, accusing him of being irresponsible. Trust me, you don't want to know. Frustrated, you slam the table. What did you do? Nothing could surprise me more than you dating. It can't be Aventurine, right? You know? Yes, Aventurine and I are dating. I thought you didn't know. I won't hide it from you anymore. You feel dizzy, or I thought you knew. Whatever. This line doesn't make any... Whatever. You feel dizzy. Koi thoughtfully hands you medicine. After taking it, you feel better. From now on, you're forced to cover for their secret relationship. The good news is, Koi clearly trusts you more. This is a good sign. It's been over half a year since you became Koi's manager. Tomorrow's a banquet. Busy preparing, you haven't had time to monitor Koi's activities lately. Koi now trusts you deeply. He knocks on your door saying he needs to leave early tomorrow. With many eyes around tomorrow, you appreciate him not sneaking off, but still ask, are you leaving with Aventurine? Koi's surprised. How did you know? No need to be that shocked. That night, you deliberately hold back while socializing. Sure enough, you're jolted awake by a call at midnight. The boss's furious roar pierces your ears. What is Koi posting? Delete it now! You quickly open SNS. At 3 a.m., Koi posted a selfie in the photo. Aventurine is holding the phone, face flushed from drinking. Behind his, Koi is asleep, drooling, hair a mess, doing the Family Guy pose probably. They're barely dressed. Luckily, it's late, and few have seen it. You quickly mobilize the team and rush to their home to handle the crisis. But fans notice, sparking an uproar. At the final review meeting, as the responsible party, you're mercilessly fired by the boss. On your last day, Koi sees you off. He looks guilty. You know him well enough to tell that even through his mask and hat. Surprisingly, Aventurine is there too. Though no longer Koi's manager, your heart races again. You know what'll happen if we're seen together, right? The new PR isn't here yet. Don't worry, they won't dock your pay. You laugh despite yourself. As the taxi arrives, you watch them fade into the distance. You think being Koi's manager was fun, and to the next one, good luck. Years later, you receive a wedding invitation from Koi and Aventurine. They left the spotlight amid the chaos, achieving fame before stepping away. Now they live peacefully. This is definitely one of the endings I have been rotating in my skull for their quote-unquote canon stuff, where in the chaos of the marriage fraud going horribly, they just kind of run off to the country Transistor style. But yeah, you drive to their villa an hour from the city, surrounded by greenery. The wedding is small with only close friends. You're honored to be included. Koi greets you. Ave nods. Long time no see. Thanks for helping us back then. You reply, I don't know which one I want. I should be at the top. I'm a quick train shipper. Right after you speak, someone hands you free merch. What a coincidence. Everyone here's a quick train shipper. The crowd noisily surrounds the couple, sipping champagne. You watch from afar. They look happy. Someone asks why you're smiling. You realize you can't stop grinning and burst out laughing. Nothing. My OTP got a happy ending. You see, that's cute. Is it good? No. Is it cute? Yes. And that's all that really matters at the end of the day with this. I love this happy ending. My mood. Just came back from the post office. What happened? You look different. Remember that celebrity commission? I'm not forgetting anything about you. We hunted for inspiration together. The commissioner liked the work, but when invoicing, they said they bought one merch too many and asked whether they could pay with that. I know what merch is. I have too much of it. Whoa, that's not what we signed up for. Are they picking on you just because you're new to the game? Want me to post on social media? I mean, I've gone through too much social media not to do it right. Ugh, that's not what I meant. Please look at this Quatrian photo card she mailed. Kinda cute, I gotta admit. I mean, it's not like this thing is rare or anything, but we can ship this out through eBay in no time. I checked the market price, and it's right around the negotiated pay. If I factor in the shipping costs, I should be on the nicer end of the scale. So that's what it's about. I guess you can scroll around without posting someone. Yay me. I know what a call-out post is. Cordelius looks tame enough, but she sure can bite when it comes to my business. Since you've got nice Quatrian merch, want to start your trophy wall? This is far from enough to start a trophy wall. It's like drawing a stick man and wanting to put in the loop. That's low-key insulting. Sorry, I didn't mean it that way. Hey, I've got some Ita boards left over from moving last time. You can use them. This is my favorite feature because I have an Ita board. I didn't know what it was called until I played this game, and I was like, fuck yeah, these things are awesome. I don't really have much to use on it right now, though. I kind of like framing shit like that. This is what you see is what you get. Okay. Done. Well, Javi and Koi They now look like the last pair of lovers in a barren wasteland. Just say you got too large of a display with too little merch to hang. A voice in my head tells me to check on eBay and buy more torturing merch. This is how I feel right now. Because, like, I have a shrine curated around my work desk, but I only have like a couple of aventurine prints, and I need more. It's arguably my own fault because most of my aventurine merch is on my Ita bag. I have an aventurine Ita bag. I'm very proud of it. It's a huge fucking mess, but that's how I like my Ita bags. I love them to be fucking messy as fuck. Okay. I did not realize how sore my throat is. So I think I'm actually going to call it, as much as I wanted to do like at minimum 2 hours. But yeah, your boy's throat just hurts. Oh, I forgot. Like just too bad. I just have no fucking clue what happened. It's just like, oh, I guess that's rip my fucking. Oh, Scott. I don't even know what's wrong. I think it's because I tried something different with vaping and now my throat hates it. So I have to stop doing it, which is good to know, I guess. But yeah. See you later. Bye.